these 12% of black men who voted for this psycho motherfucker are sat home. I'm looking forward to them get their ass lynched by the police officers. I'm not going to fucking protest under no circumstance at all. So I'm sitting my ass back with my popcorn and
Links will be down in the description. I will stop and start. This is Luke, or Luther Campbell, Luke, rapper Luke, down in Miami on the Dan Le Batard show, saying that he hopes that we get lynched, the 12% of us that voted for Trump, because he's not going to protest, and he's going to sit back with his popcorn and watch our demise. Right there, you go. That's positive thinking. Now, he himself did not vote, but he had a strong stance. Now, Luke, you probably shouldn't tell the Dems that you didn't vote, because they're going to think that your not voting helped Trump to win, and they're going to turn on you, because that's what they do. Let's keep listening. We got another gentleman here. It's one of my favorite effeminate black guys.
I haven't been sleeping. That's my big thing. I even if I go to bed at a decent time, I can't go to sleep. So, and then I've been so absent-minded lately. Like, I had I had 2 appointments in the last 2 days that I completely blanked on until it was like 10 minutes after the appointment. And they're like texting me, "Hey, are you coming?" It's like, oh my goodness, I forgot. Walking into rooms, forgetting why I'm there. It's all of that. And
soft as wet tissue paper. That's the way I'm going to describe. This is craziness. This is Jemar Tisby. If you don't know, I think the author of Color of Compromise, he's written some books about being a simp, a black simp for the Democrats. But this is absolutely insane that because Donald Trump won the presidency, you can't sleep, you're absent-minded, you're missing appointments. How are these people adulting at all? I don't understand how these snowflakes have been able to operate in life when they're this fragile. This guy has written books. You think it takes some fortitude or some perseverance and some stick-to-itiveness to write a book. I myself am writing one, and it's not an easy process. But I'm so undone. When Biden won, guess what? I woke up, no anxiety. This guy claims to be a Christian. Where is his hope? Where is his hope? Look, he even has a friend. Hold on, I gotta pull this in. All right. He has a friend. He's a friend. And this friend says, if politics makes you deeply happy or sad, it's an idol. These 2 guys know each other. I'm pretty sure they have each other's cell phone numbers, have texted before. I believe they've been on podcasts before. I was preemptively blocked by this guy years ago when I was doing my theological against woke people. But this is crazy. Call your friend, BJ. Call your friend and tell him that he's a simp. He's soft. And even in the back of his, look, he had this. I'm going to go back to this. Look at this. Justice takes sides. I agree. It really does. For him, it's a specific side. But let's go to Shermichael Singleton, who gives some hope. But he's on the wrong network. Watch this.
I think there are a lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play.
Boys, I'm not going to listen to transphobia.
I think there are a lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls' sports.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not going to listen to you call a trans girl a boy.
Are you going to allow me to finish my explanation?
When you use a word that's a slur, I'm going to interrupt. That's not how it is. They're not boys. They're not boys. They're not playing girls.
So you see, Michael tries to make a valid point based on truth, science, and normal common sense thinking, and the liberal at the table can't even stand to have these delusions challenged. I'm not going to sit here for this. I'm going to check you. You're not going to, because Shermichael is a black conservative, so he's already an enemy number one going on to CNN. And then he had the audacity to think his own thoughts as a black man. So Massa has to put him in his place, right? So Massa over there on the other side, the soft bigotry of low expectations. You're not going to talk this way. I'm going to stop. No trans.
Let's just reset for I'm not going to sit there
Let's
and
reset for a second because, look, this is a really heated issue, right? And Shermichael, I know you. I know that you understand that people have different views on this. I think out of respect for Jay, like, let's try to talk about this in a way that is respectful.
Okay, so let
There was nothing disrespectful about what Shermichael said. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And 40 years ago, that would have been understood easily. 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Nobody would have been doing this. Nobody would have stopped a man from saying that biological boys are boys. It isn't until you've been educated or re-educated. Just read any of the Brave New World, 1984, Animal Farm, any of the dystopian literature that points to the reality that of what the liberals want to implement. It shouldn't be a playbook. Apparently to them it is.
me rephrase this since I'm being targeted here.
I don't. You're
Right.
not. Just to be clear, you are not being.
But I
targeted.
am. But it's okay.
I'm specifically
It's okay.
saying that I know that you are not intending to be transphobic.
He should know that I'm not.
But
He wants to
I
sit
want
here
you-
calling you
bloviate
transphobic.
but I
I'm
want
saying
you
you're
to.
using
I
a
want.
phrase
I want to.
Exactly. He's bloviating. He said he should know that I'm not trying to be transphobic because these words have lost all meaning. Transphobia doesn't mean speaking reality. If you want to talk about what the words actually mean, it's a fear. Nobody's afraid of trans people. We don't think about them on the daily. Until you all push them into our faces, we don't care. If you want to be trans, go over there and be trans. Make your money, live your life, keep your lifestyle out my face. I don't care. I'm not interested in it. He's not interested in it. We're not phobic about it because we don't think about it and we don't live for the outlier. We don't worry about the people on the margins like that. If you want to identify however you want to identify, you come into work, you do your work, we good. Do your work. Just don't come in here with that nonsense, right? Don't try to make me believe your delusion. If you get a legal name change, I'll call you your legal name, but I ain't changing pronouns because that's not how this works.
Give you an
know.
opportunity.
So the way
No,
regular
that's
people
not-
interpret it,
That's not
which is why
regular
those
people.
ads were
That's not
effective.
regular people. There's no consensus that these
Yes.
are actually boys. This whole
Regular people who have not been indoctrinated, who have not been highly educated, because you have to go into these buildings of these seats of higher learning to be re-educated. That's what they are, re-education camps. The rest of us don't think like this.
whole thing about trans girls is a canard. We're talking about a tiny, tiny sliver of the population.
That may be the
and we're
case,
using
but
that
my point in
to
terms
take
of
away
its
healthcare from
effectiveness-
thousands
Just
of people.
hold on. Just get to your point.
My point in terms of its effectiveness, regular people with children look at these things and they say, you know what, this is a bit too far. I do not agree with this. I don't like this. I think Democrats are going way too much to the left on social issues. They're uncomfortable with it. A lot of people believe that. A lot of families believe that. You may disagree with that reality, but that's why Republicans kept running those ads over and over and over again, because they saw the metrics suggested
And
that they were
lying
working.
in those ads over and over again. And
Shermichael is correct. People do not want this, and they were going to push back on it. And if you're pushing for it, you are the enemy. It's very simple.
using rhetoric like you just used, saying this is boys playing girls sports.
But what-
First of all,
okay,
we're
what's
talking
the-
about
what's the
5
language?
people in the
What's the
entire
language
country.
you would prefer?
We're talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people who are in their gender. And if you don't believe, you don't have to listen to me. Listen to the
So boys playing in girls' sports, because these are not biological girls, they are trans girls. You have to put something. You have to put an adjective, a qualifier, an identifier on it. Trans girls playing in. Nobody wants that. They don't want it. And you telling us that we should want it is not going to change our minds. Okay? All right, sir? Okay, Jay. All right, then. I'm going to stop it there because there's really nothing else to say. Thank you to the members and supporters. I truly appreciate you. Until next time, be on the alert, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. See y'all around. Bye.